It's so good to have you back again on this channel. My name is Joy, and in today's video I'll be doing something different, like sewing something different, and it's ribbon skirt. So I've been longing to have one of these. Somehow I got it as a gift. Before I continue, if you're just joining this channel for the first time, you are highly welcome. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. So let me continue with the gist. I wanted to get this because I live in Canada and we have indigenous people here. So there are days they celebrate or wear ribbon skirts, and as a Nigerian, we don't really have something like this. So one day I attended their program powwow, and guess what? I got this as a gift. I said, wow, I'm going to make this ribbon skirt for myself. And guess what? Everything that I needed for the skirt came together with the fabric, like the fabric, the ribbons, the elastic. So I think with thread too, I can't really remember. So without wasting much time, let's quickly dive into the making of this ribbon skirt. So I just tied the wrapper or the fabric around me. I saw that I had excess both on the top and the side. So, based on my body size, I just marked it. Of course, there will be extra, and I kept the remaining excess. Now let's go to the work table. Just the way you fold your fabric into four, then you take your body measurement divided by 4. That was exactly what I did. But before marking the measurement, I folded it, and I determined the length and the width. Okay, so I cut out the extra. So there are days here in Canada where they just wear ribbon skirt, different types, different concepts. But the one I made for myself is just a regular ribbon skirt. Like the design is very common. Okay, that you can wear, and people, and one thing with all these indigenous people, when you join them to wear their ribbon skirt, they usually love it. So here I was cutting out the excess, that's the part I will not really need, and when I was done cutting, I just folded it again to start marking my measurements. But note, it has to be folded into 4. So when it's folded into 4, it's like 2 is for one for the front, 2 folding is for the back. Hope you understand. Just the regular way we cut our clothes. Then for the elastic, I just measured it. I think it was about 1.5 inches wide. So there I just marked it. And when you put your elastic, you have to fold it to make a channel. Okay, so I just determined that, and included it to the length of my skirt. So one thing about this skirt is you can actually decide what you want. You can make it short, you can make it long, but most times I see long ones, so I decided to go with the with the pattern. So this is the bottom part of the skirt. So that will be for my hemming. You can use 1.5 inches to 2 inches. Okay, so after I determined that, I just mark that line. You see, everything about this ribbon skirt is just straightforward. Okay, so I can even decide to notch that part if I so wish. So at the again, I just reconfirmed the measurement. So now we'll go to the waist part, and this ribbon skirt is not just straight. It's like an A cut. I don't know how to explain it. Like from the waist it gets a bit wider. So that's how this ribbon skirt is. So you see these 2 inches I left, this part where my finger is for the sewing allowance to join the front piece to the back piece. Okay, so I just left that there. So now going to the waist, I will just take my waist measurements. Maybe I can just add small allowance. Then I'm going to just place my ruler like so, more like you are drawing a slant line. The skirt is going to be wide all the way down, like from the waist down. Okay, so after getting that part, you can try to cut it out if you want, or you wait to mark everything. So here I will just add this sewing allowance. 1 inch is okay, 1.5 inches is okay. You know, the reason why I added enough, like maybe 2 inches, is because I had enough fabric to play with. So when I was done adding the seam allowance, I just went ahead to cut on the seam allowance line. So you can see that the shape of the skirt is coming out. Then the next thing is the waist. The waist, I will be marking that line, like, I'm going to be creating an elastic channel or a casing, so that would be enough for me for that. So I just folded it and I notched it, okay, for the elastic. So because this fabric is folded into four, whatever I'm doing is both for the front and the back piece. So when I open it up like this, I should have two pieces. Two pieces is what I should have. So first I'll work on one. In fact, I will just work on one, and because I don't want this video to be very, very, very long, whatever I do on this panel, I'll call it panel now, is what I'll also do on the other panel. So this is where the real work is. This part I want to do now is where the real work is, the part where you want to attach your ribbons. And you see, this, like I said, these ribbon skirts, they have different types. Some are so colorful, but I even like this one. The color looks cool. So what I was doing here was to determine the distance, or the width of the ribbons, like how I want to place it. Some persons place their ribbons close, while some just evenly space their ribbons. It totally depends on you. So for me, I think I just left, like, say 1 inch in between each ribbon. I think that was what I did. But sometimes I also love those ones that are very close, neatly sewn close together. But when I thought about it, I discovered that my ribbons will be looking so smallish, so I decided to just space it so that it will look good. So another thing to determine when you are putting your ribbons is the color transition. Sometimes you have darker colors, you have lighter colors, so you will just determine it. Okay, so me, I started from the very dark color, which is like this brown, and here I was kind of confused here because I did not know the front and the back of the ribbon. So the very smooth part is the right side, okay, and the part that is a bit rough is the wrong side. So I just placed that like so, and I'd already marked my width. So that was exactly what I did there. So I just started arranging everything. You can see how everything is looking very neat. And you would now determine how it will stay. That's also another thing. So there are two ways to actually make this thing stay on your skirt. First, you use a glue. I'm using a glue stick now, the regular one we use at school. Paper glue. That was what I used to, like, make it stick to the fabric. It's not a permanent way of making it, just to, like, make it stay before I take it to the machine to stitch on it. So either you use this, or there's what they call fabric glue, is it spray? I've seen that one before. So you will just spray your fabric and put your ribbons and it will stay. So I did not have that one. I used my my glue stick. So when I was done, I just cut out the excess, and I'll be going to the sewing machine to stitch on it. So you see the other part of this skirt, that's the back panel. Now I did exactly the same. So when you are stitching, be careful to stitch very close to the edge of your ribbon, because that will make your work look very professional. So better still, you can make use of your zipper foot to do it, so that you can get that edge. So at this time, or by this time, I'd finished stitching on it, so it's now very firm. So I just went ahead to iron it flat, and it's looking good. Okay, so I flattened it, and I did it for the other one. So after doing the two, I just placed the two right sides together. So these are the two pieces of my skirt. That's the front and the back. So it's just simple and straightforward. I'll go ahead to stitch on the side, go ahead to hem, and also go ahead to create the elastic channel. Okay, here depending on the seam allowance you want or you've added, that is how you will stitch. Okay, so you just go ahead to do everything. So I stitched on the side, I hemmed it, I created my elastic casing, and voila. So the next thing is just to get your safety pin. Okay, get your safety pin and you start passing the elastic through into the elastic channel. So when you want to do that, after creating your elastic channel, you don't just close it totally. You can leave like 3 inches opening where you can pass the elastic through. Okay, so I did that. So this part you are watching right now is the hemming of the lower part of the skirt. With my safety pin, I just passed my elastic through the channel, and that's how it's looking. So because I made the waist a little smaller, that's why you can see gathers. So you can see neatly sewn. The ribbons are all aligning. Can you see? Very neat. So now when it's ribbon skirt day, I have something to wear. Thanks Powwow for this gift. I appreciate you all. Kindly subscribe, like, and share this video.